Hey y'all, I'm back again with the other two Snowman mini journals. And I forgot to mention in the first video that this is not really intended. I mean, some of the smaller ones will fit. It will fit. You might have to cut. I think some of them are a little bit bigger height-wise. You could put this in this journal, but I mean, whatever you want to do, because it will fit. But you might have to adjust a little bit, or, you know, trim it down some, stitch it up on the sides. But these would make a great little gift card, you know, like a little gift card holder. You could put a little, you know, gift card on the tag, or, you know, great for a little gift for somebody. That was kind of what I had intended when I added them to this kit, for you to use it, you know, use it for something else, another project, or like I said, a little card, or just a little gift, you know, a little goodie bag, because it, you know, it will kind of open up, a little goodie bag for someone else. But it will, I think it will fit in here too. So anyway, just forgot to mention that. So this is the one that will come with the red snowman. And so I did him in red, and he's a little bit different. So the colors, you know, the colors are more kind of a sort of a country Christmas feel. So I did a little tea-dyed muslin tie on him, but I still used the red twine and the bells, and, you know, the size is the same. The whole style of it is the same. It's just kind of some of the colors and things are different. So this one says deck the halls, and then on the other side it says 'tis the season. And I also forgot to mention that the paper on the back side of this is some of the paper that came from that same vintage Christmas craft book that I used pages in the journals. So, all right, that's enough babbling about all that. So here's the red one, and here's the back. And then this pocket, because I kind of liked the way that looked, I left the little fabric flap there on this one. And it's stitched all the way up, and it's got the pocket, and there's two tags in here. And this came from that Seven Gypsies Christmas paper line. And I actually bought some of that from Diane over at Shawcraft One. She's selling that in her Etsy shop now. This is also part of that paper. So but it's the same amount of pages, you know, the same concept, same type of pages. Just some of the scrapbook paper is different colors. So this has a fudge recipe. This is another little piece of fabric. It's like a little gingerbread fabric that Anne sent me. Thank you again, Anne. And then another piece of, you know, some of that Seven Gypsies paper, the little tuck with the flower, tea-dyed paper, the little tag that I stitched in here. You know what? I forgot to sew around that one. I gotta go back and do that. But it's got the little index card on the back. Had a little lapse there. The graph paper. I love this paper. Anyway, so the card in this one, the vintage card, is gorgeous. I love this card. I think this is one of my favorites. And then there's a lot of writing on this particular one. Little notes. It says, "Write me soon." Oh, I don't know. I wish people did that more often now. I do try to send Christmas cards. This has a little fold over tuck here with some little birdies in there. And the middle of this one, I did not do pockets. I love this paper. I didn't want to cover it up. And this is a little pocket here. The other side of that Christmas card. And this one has the masking tape. It didn't have that little green tape on it, but it's still just really neat. Did a little flip here with a tuck here and a little tag to this little tag. So the other side of that, the little craft paper. This is a little tag in here, and I stuck a little, this came from that same Seven Gypsies paper. I love the little trucks. There's a little flower paper clipped in here. I was going to stitch it on, but then I thought I'd give you the option of putting it where you want. Man, I'm struggling today. Okay. And then the little back, and there's a couple more little pieces back here. Tucked down in there, a little surprise. So this is another piece of that. This is some fabric that Ann sent me too. It's really pretty. It's really deep evergreen with little gold Christmas trees on it. Anyway, so that's the little red one. And then here is the pink one. So, and this is the little bag that comes with that. And there was one, I thought all of them had that same this particular embossing folder, but there was one of the blue ones that has just a snowflake embossed bag with it. But anyway, this one has a winter wishes on it and a little piece of I think it was a bracelet, and some little fabric on that. And on the back of this one says Silent Night. And I just wrapped it with a little polka dot ribbon. This one I did stitch in with the white hemp twine instead of using the red polka dot. And inside of this one has I did not stitch the pink pocket all the way up. I thought, I got a little bit smarter as I was doing these, and I thought, well, maybe it might give you a little bit more room. You know, hey. So, you know, the last ones that I did. Anyway, so this I didn't stitch all the way down, but you still can get stuff in the other ones. Anyway, and a couple of little cards in here. And little journaling tags. Oh, I have them in frame. I've changed try to change so that my focus would do better. So here's a little snowman pocket with a tag, paper, and there's a tag on this side, and this one has some, remember the old silver, I don't know if y'all remember that, but anyway, so that was back when I was a kid. Here is the card in this one, which I think all these cards are just gorgeous. Center of this signature, it's that same paper that I put in this one, and I didn't put pockets because I just think the paper's so pretty. But you can add pockets, and you can add whatever you want to this thing. And I think there's a lot of room in here. You know, I think you can make it pretty chunky. You can add a lot to it. And this little tag in here. I don't know how I missed that other one. Didn't get it stitched up. This little pocket has the flower, little tag. It's stitched around. And that is the back. And then the back, put a little tag in there. So, and that is the back of that one. So those are my little minis, and I hope you guys like them. They are listed in my Etsy shop, and shipping on these should only be about, they're light, so I could put them in a small mailer, so it should only be around $3 for shipping in the US in first class with a tracking number. So that's those, and then I'm gonna show you, I have another one. You know, as I have all Christmas stuff out, you know, what I like to do, as long as I'm inspired, as long as I stay inspired, so I have all this stuff out, I like to try to, you know, make as much as I can with what I have. And I picked this book up. It's so big. It's like 7 3/4 by 10. But it was of course, Frosty the Snowman. And it was a newer book. It was a board book. I'm going to do a separate video on this, but I I went ahead and made it into a kid's drawing because I like doing these, and I put the little, and it's all flipped around here. It's all wonky. Hold on. Come on, little charm. So I put a little charm on here too that says "Let it snow" and then "Believe" on the other side. And this is a little metal snowflake that I picked up a package of them at Hobby Lobby a while back, and just a little ribbon tie over here. But I'm gonna do a separate video on this one, and it turned out really cute. I had fun doing this one. It was really neat. But anyway, so that one's coming up, and then I also have a Santa. This one I did last year, and you know, before I started my Etsy shop and before I started doing YouTube videos and stuff, and I had just started a Facebook page, and I was selling stuff more local, and kind of had just begun to get some of my work out there in, you know, social media and stuff. But this one never sold. I kind of did I changed the tie on it, and I actually rebound it because I had used, anyway, I rebound it. So, and then I had the strings hanging, but I just tied them in bows in the signatures. And the little dangle is the same. So I'm going to do a separate video on this one as well and list it in my Etsy shop. I'm just trying not to bombard y'all like with 10 videos back to back. So the snowman will go on the shop first, and probably the other videos you'll see sometime in the next week, and they'll be listed. But I hope everybody is having a lovely day. I am very fortunate here in North Carolina right now to be able to do all this. You know, I don't want to use this as a forum for any other type of thing, but if you're watching all the way to the end of the video, if you would just, you know, if you're a believer, just say some prayers for a big part of our state, Eastern North Carolina, recovering from this hurricane, because there's some people who've suffered some devastating losses, and it's going to be years before things are back to normal. So anyway, thank you guys. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day and everybody is safe and happy and healthy, and love you guys. Bye.